today is an update review. I've been wearing this fragrance off and on now for the past couple of weeks, and I have got a good read on it. This is Apex from Fragrance World. This is inspired by a fragrance from the House of Penhaligon's called the Blazing Mr. Sam. I have never tried that, so I can't tell you how close it is to that fragrance, but what I can tell you is about this one. Stay tuned to find out. What is good, YouTube? Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. My name is Mikey Cologne, and thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you to all my subscribers. You lot mean a hell of a lot to me. I appreciate every single one of you. If you're new here and you're stopping by for the first time and you do enjoy my content, I don't know why, hit that subscribe button and press the bell, because it will notify you when I drop a review for next time. That is right. Today we are here to talk about a clone fragrance, and like I say, I haven't tried the OG, the Blazing Mr. Sam from Penhaligon's, so I can't tell you how close it is. But I'm going to show you the presentation, because the presentation is really nice. Right, I think at retail this is £50 in the UK. At the minute, on a website called Sogat, I will leave it in the description down below, it is £35 in the sale. This is not a sponsored video. They definitely don't know that I exist, but I'm just trying to let you people know where you can pick it up for a very good price. I mean, £50 for this fragrance, I'm going to tell you straight off the bat, I think it's worth it. I think it's a decent fragrance. And for £35, it is a no-brainer. But we'll get into the scent, but quickly I'm going to show you the presentation. This is 100ml, and this is Eau de Parfum concentration, and it is from Fragrance World. And then you've got just some bits on the back. And then look at that, there. Look at the presentation. I think it looks great. And for the cost, I mean, I don't know how some of these companies do it. And it sits in a bed of fake silk, obviously. And then that shuts like so. Let's put that down. And then you have the bottle. And I believe that is a tiger's head on the front. I think so anyway. And this is a weighty bottle. I mean, this thing, it doesn't weigh a ton, but it is thick, heavy glass. And the cap is weighty metal as well. But not bad atomizer either. This thing does smell good. It does smell very nice. You've got cardamom, cinnamon, black pepper, saffron, cumin, tobacco, vanilla, cedar and patchouli. So there's a lot of spicy notes in Apex. And straight off the bat, straight off rip, I get fresh spice from the cardamom. After about 20 seconds, the cinnamon comes in, and the cinnamon starts adding a little bit of warmth into the fragrance, plus a little bit of sweetness into the fragrance. Now, with this going on, I do get an herbal, ashy tobacco sitting way in the back. I mean, at first, to my nose, it's there, but the main players are the spice up top. But as this starts to settle after about 5 minutes, that is when the saffron and the cumin start taking over. And what they do is they keep that spice alive, but they darken the fragrance a little bit. At this stage, the fragrance has warmed up a little bit more from the cinnamon, and now that tobacco has made its way more to the front, so to speak, because the tobacco in this fragrance, if you're expecting a tobacco bomb, it isn't. At first, it's there ever so slightly, but once it starts to settle, it does make its presence known a bit more. There is some lingering sweetness into the fragrance. Now, as it starts to settle more and more, things start turning a little bit powdery. And that, to me, is coming from the vanilla. I do get a very light vanillic aroma in the fragrance, but to me it's a little bit more on the powdery side. But this is not a powder bomb. I do not enjoy powdery, heavy fragrances. I don't mind a bit of powder. I don't even mind mediocre powder. But when it becomes a powder bomb, I'm not a lover of that. And this isn't. This is very light on the powder, very light on the vanilla. Dries down a little bit more. Now the woods become present. Excuse me. The woods become present in Apex, sort of in the mid. The cedar comes through. And as it dries down more, then you start noticing the patchouli. And when the patchouli comes in, the fragrance is warm, soft, spicy, a little bit sweet. I wouldn't even say semi-sweet. It's just got a lingering bit of sweetness into the fragrance. And when it completely dries down, I do get a very light, earthy touch on my skin. And to me, I think that's the patchouli. And in the base, it's woodsy, a little bit powdery, warm, soft, spicy, very lightly sweet. It's a great masculine fragrance. It really is. This would be great to wear if you work in an office, if you dress up a little bit smarter. You can dress it down as well. That is not a problem. But to me, this gives off smart vibes. It's got a little bit of a classy edge to it, I think, anyway. So if you're like going to a Christmas party or an office Christmas party and everyone's clobbered up to the nines and you want to smell to impress, Apex will do it for you. If you're going out to a dinner, gatherings, family functions, Apex will do it for you. But also it can be a day-to-day fragrance. I think it's very, very versatile. Any time of the year, hotter weather, cooler weather, it doesn't matter. Apex is a very versatile masculine fragrance, in my own personal opinion. The longevity wasn't the best on me. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and say it lasted 8 to 10 hours. It didn't. On my skin, I was getting 6 hours out of it. And then it was a very, very faint skin scent. Projection is solid for the first hour to hour and a half of application. Of when you first spray it on, it does give you a nice scent bubble. It's generally just a very nice smelling fragrance. It's not the best that I've smelt, and it's definitely not the worst. If I was to rate it, I'd give it a solid 7.5 out of 10. To me, this would make a great day-to-day scent because it's very versatile. But anyway, ladies and gents, that is my update review on Apex from Fragrance World. Like I say, at the minute on the website Sogat, £35. To me, it is worth that and some. Like I say, for £50, I think it's worth it. The juice comes across smooth. There's no rough edges. There's no alcohol blast. Obviously, there's synthetics in the fragrance, but it doesn't come across smelling cheap and synthetic, if that makes sense. It's a very well balanced scent. Drop a comment down below if you've tried Apex. I believe there's another couple in this line from Fragrance World. If you have tried them, I can't remember the names. I did look the names up and then they've gone. If you have tried this one or the other ones in the line, drop a comment down below. Which ones are worth checking out? I would love to hear your thoughts. Remember, smelling good's always a pleasure and never a chore. And I will definitely see you lot on the next one. Cheers.